It's understanding from the ground up where you need to stand, how you need to stand in order for this to be very natural. I can make changes to your swing without you feeling like you're making changes. I can simplify the whole golf thought process. I'm sure some of you have been very frustrated with golf lessons to where you come away having seen it on video, everything looks great, it compares to this person and this great ball striker and you're very happy, only to leave driving back in the car where you suddenly feel like the thoughts are going, the feeling never really was there. A visual instructor, seeing videos, seeing you swing on video isn't feel, that's visual. It's important that you turn that visual into feel before you leave. Otherwise you've got nothing to go on. I can't teach by swinging by numbers. I'm not that kind of coach. It's not a dot to dot to dot. It's not a paint by numbers type game. I want it to be as simple as a turn and a turn. A turn to the right, a turn to the left, a load and unwind, with the reaction being you're hitting a ball. You're loading and striking. You're loading and committing. Committing to the strike is the only thing you can do as a golfer. After the striking, the flight and where it ends up is out of your control. I just know for a fact, if you set up well, you perform good moves and create the right feelings, and then commit to the contact, finding a good impact position, get that desired high quality compressed strike, that's all we can control. If you do this correctly, finding the right positions, the rest actually happens automatically. You'll be surprised at how accurately you'll start to hit these shots on a path that coincides with that of the target every time. Either a consistent draw flight or a consistent fade flight, something that you can see and visualize yourself to help your alignment and help your planning on the course, your shot making. What makes a good impact? I teach around impact. That's all that matters to me, is the quality of impact in delivering the club head fast on a path that coincides with that of the target, on a trajectory to get ball turf squeeze every time. So think about impact for a minute. I'm not going to be hanging back here on my right side if I want to get the ball first and then the ground contact second. Back here, helping it in the air, will open up the ground striking or topping the shot. So you think for a second, where would I want to be at impact in order to get my body weight behind that speeding club head, allowing a good compressed strike and then ground contact afterwards. Similar to a boxer and their punch. If they're coming in for a knockout punch, they're putting their body force into it. They're not going to be back on their heels, flailing their arms at it. There's no substance behind that. There's no power. I want the golf swing to be that, where you're loading up, turning to the right, loading up, understanding the feelings of where you generate this load, and then committing to the strike as everything automatically turns through, allowing you the freedom of releasing. So I'm going to tell you how to set up, and this is my magic move. This is where a lot of faults in my clients, pros alike, find their difficulties and how you fix the chain of events in the swing. Everyone is different. People walk like this, feet turned out. Other people will walk a bit pigeon-toed. This can affect how you set up. So if that person with their feet turned out sets up just where it's comfortable, like so, everything else looks quite good. You know, at a glance on video, this looks quite good, but my feet are turned out. The pro hasn't noticed, and you make a turn back. It's very easy for the weight to escape me. You'll see how my leg, my shin, has become vertical. The weight has gone to the outside of my right foot, and then everything else is lost. I don't achieve the coil I want. My posture changes into a poorer one. And then on the way through, as I transfer, my leg becomes locked. I can't transfer very easily if my toe is in that position, my foot is in this position. I can't rotate without a restriction here of my right leg. I've got to kick the opposite direction of where I'm driving in order to continue my turn through. The left side will be fine because I want the left side to turn through more than my right. I need my left foot turned out a little bit. Likewise, pigeon-toed, that's going to restrict me on my way through. I need to skid my shoe. I'll need to skid my shoe. Everything locks because of the foot placement, restricting my way through. So that golfer will overcompensate with a move from the upper body that way and not the clearing of the hip. So always start from the ground up. Ball position, get your relationship sorted where you're investing concentration in the ball on the ground, the strike, and everything in the swing is going to become a blueprint that you can repeat in order to achieve confidence and a commitment to the strike.